Lakers, but Father Time's going to wear that down just a little bit. Lakers are making these moves to say, hey, Luka, what do you want?
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Morning, everybody.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader. A Des Moines Media Group station.
The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. Already got Todd Rupert on here this morning. Cold in that studio, buddy. It is a little chilly this morning. It'll get warmed up here as soon as we get cooking. Rupey. Morning, John. Good to see you this morning. The Roop is on fire. We got a lot to do in the next 2 hours. It's going to get a little tear-jerky this first hour, and I'll get to that in a minute. Let me tell you about Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage here in Carlisle. $60 a month, 1 month free for a year. 1 month free when you pay for a year in advance. You get a 12 by 50 assigned spot, security gates 24/7, cameras, all that other fun stuff. Just give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call, make an appointment, fill out an application, pick your spot, and you're good to go. Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. That's where I keep my stuff, and that's where you should too. Good people out there. So, today's show, when I was writing the show out this week, good morning, Hank, down there at Revelton. Love our friends at Revelton. If you haven't been to Revelton, the story, you need to get down there. Hank, I got to get down there and grab a couple bottles. Hope you saved my bottles for me. I'm sorry. I've been overwhelmed, man. It's been crazy. So, excuse me for a quick second. I've been up since 3 o'clock working and thinking about stuff. Come on, Mike, for a minute, will you? Excuse me just a minute.
That's all right. We can all listen to me for a hot second. Not a bad thing. Just wanted to say hi. And that's been good. Thanks for talking.
So, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to have Eric from Gas Bowstrings on in the 8 o'clock hour. We got some bunch of passes for the Iowa Deer Classic. Good morning, Rick. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can call for a pair of Iowa Deer Classic tickets. Andrew will get you, I'll give you the phrase to tell Andrew when you call in. Before I do anything else, Jenny and I were sitting at home yesterday, and she got a call from a lady saying she was from Mid-American. For all our friends out there, if you get a call from Mid-American Energy and they're saying that you overpaid and they need to refund you, please do not give them your credit card information. Don't verify your information. Jenny's not even on the electric bill. I'm the only one on the electric bill because I've had the electric bill account for 25, 30 years. So Jenny's not even on there, and this lady with an Indian accent says, "Hello, Jennifer." That's not an Indian accent.
I think that this person was in England for too long.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she could have been an Indian lady in England. I don't know.
Anyway, but abroad, yep.
She goes, hey, and Jenny goes, well, how do you know? She goes, we need to verify your information. She goes, well, wouldn't you have my information? Now, see, Jenny used to work for Mid-American Energy. So she knew this was not right. And she goes, well, I'm not even on the bill, and I know you're just trying to scam me. And the lady hung up on her. So I called Channel 8 News real quick, and I called the Attorney General's office to report it. If you get a call from Mid-American Energy claiming that you have a refund due, or they want to verify your information, or they want to give you to give a credit card, please do not do any of that. Hang up on them, and call the Attorney General's office and report it. Because the Attorney General told me that this is a big scam, and there's also a big scam about tax refunds and what was the other one? There was another one, something else that's going over in Iowa really big right now. So just be careful with your information. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Okay. All right. There you go. Morning, Rick. Good to see you, Rick Seeker. Good to see you, buddy. Good. This is gonna be a hard show to do. I was writing out the show this week, and I came across some stuff that I did a long time ago with Iowa DNR deer biologist Willie Suki, and Willie was a good friend of mine. He was a good friend to a lot of people in Iowa. He really was. He was one of the best deer biologists the state has ever produced, and he was just a good man. Morning, Daryl in Oklahoma. Good to see you. Willie passed in 2015 unexpectedly, and I was just thinking about Willie and all the times that he used to help me when I was writing that column for the Des Moines Register, that Ask Outdoors Dan, and when I was doing Channel 8 stuff, I'd always, kind of bounce stuff off Willie to say, hey, am I saying this the way I should say it? Do I need to soften it a little bit? Willie was always great for intel, data, and just a downright decent man. And we miss him. So I made a decision. I'm going to dedicate the 2025 hunting season to my buddy Willie Suki. So I was getting all ready to talk to you about this. And good morning, Dale Griffin. Good to see you. I was getting ready to tell you all about Willie and how he made Iowa one of the premier Iowa deer hunting states in the country. And he just really he really worked with different groups. He had to work with all the lobbyists, which is not easy. We don't like lobbyists. He really had to balance all that stuff, and he did a good job with that. But he really listened to the bow hunter and to the deer hunter at heart, and he just did such a great job. So I miss you, Willie. I know people think about you still, and I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit short today because I don't want to keep. I got some other bad news to tell you about. Larry, good morning. How you doing, buddy? Dale Griffin, good morning. Good to see you. Matter of fact, if you want, while I'm doing this, if you want to call Andrew, 244-1350, 244-1350, the phrase is, we need to remember our hunting buddies. We need to remember our hunting buddies. If you can tell Andrew that, he'll get you a pair of tickets. We'll take the first couple callers now. 244-1350. The Iowa Deer Classic is going to be March 7th through the 9th at the Iowa Events Center, and Andrew will get you hooked up. There you go. So I was working on the show yesterday, and I got a message that you remember last year when we were doing some of this auction stuff. I told you I had a friend of mine down in Lincoln, Kansas, he just turned 60, and he got a cancer diagnosis that was out of the blue. He wasn't feeling good, and it was a very rare. It was about a little gland, a little pineal gland or something that was in his liver area. It was a super rare cancer. And we did a big charity deal last year for him and his family because we love him so much. Well, I got a message yesterday that Dan, the Hurricane Hana, who is one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life, down at Trophies Plus, or down at Triple H Outfitters in Lincoln, Kansas. When I first started going down there to hunt 20-something years ago with Donovan and Hilly and Connie and everybody, Dan was one of the first neighbors that I got to meet. Morning, Fishing Dave. Good morning, Pete. How you doing, Dave? Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Jake. Good morning, Kitty Cole. Good morning. Danny was one of the first guys that I got to meet that would come out to the lodge. It wasn't even a lodge then; it was just a big Morton building. But Danny would always come and see what was going on, and Wimpy and our buddy Jimmy, and just a whole bunch of group of people that were just diehard, down to earth, great people. Well, Dan had a farm not too far away, and him and his lovely wife and his family. They're just awesome people, and Dan would always come over, and if you were having a tough time, hey, come on over here. I've been seeing the turkeys doing this, and or hey, if you're struggling and seeing a buck, or Dan was not one not to offer to help. Let me just put it to you that way. I know Larry Mack. I filmed Larry Mack shooting a really nice buck on Danny's place. I've turkey hunted on Danny's place, and if you tagged out on a turkey, if you tagged out on a buck, Dan was always one of the first guys to stop by and say hurricane approved. He was always just there to support everybody, and he was just a super nice man. Well, I got the news that he passed yesterday, and I'm just going to tell you, our condolences go out to the Hana family, to Triple H Outfitters. I know Donovan's taking it really hard. Everybody in Lincoln's probably taking it hard. Danny was that good of a guy, and as much as I love going to Lincoln, Kansas, not seeing Jimmy anymore, not seeing Dan, I guarantee you when I'm going down that gravel at Triple H, and I'm going to either Elk or whatever little side street I'm going on. I've been going down there so long I don't even remember the names of the roads. I just know where to go. And when I'm traveling that gravel and I go up past Hana's, over to the, I think we used to call that, I just shot a turkey there 2 years ago. What the heck's the name of that place? I can't think of the name of it, dang it. Larry and I hunted that a couple times. Donovan and I hunted this place a couple times. Larry and Phillip hunted this. It's something Ridge. It's not Heartbreak Ridge. That's another spot. Anyway, you drive right past Dan Hana's house. And I know when I'm out there turkey hunting this spring, running down that gravel, I will be thinking a lot about Danny the Hurricane Hana and his family. And we're just superly going to miss him. And, I just don't understand, why do the good folks die so young, and the POSs out there, probably as strong as I'm going to say that on the radio, the people that are just worthless live to be 100. Why is that? It bothers me. And when I die and I go home, I'm going to ask the man upstairs, why is that, Lord? Because I want to know. Because people like Dan, there's nothing. Dan would have gave you the shirt off his back. That's how good of a guy he was, and Willie would have too. So, good morning, y'all. We just rolled into the Great American Outdoor Show. Hope everyone has a great, blessed day. This is Chris DeMont. He's out of PA at the big Harrisburg show. Larry, good morning. Jeff says he is going to PA today too. Jeff, good morning. Dan and Andrew, so sorry for the loss of your friend. Thank you, Jeff. He was a very, very, very good man, and I know a lot of people are really depressed this morning. Chris, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Larry Goodwin, thank you. Listen, you gotta remember your hunting buddies, right? Your fishing buddies. If you're an angler, or if you're an outdoors person, you got to treasure the people that you share campfires with, and deer camps and turkey camps, and I'm just telling you, we're on this earth for such a short time. I'll be 61 Monday. I can't believe I'm going to be 61. I don't feel 61 now. I ache like I'm 61. My knee and some of my other body parts from wear and tear, but inside I feel like I'm 30.
Oh, Dan, you don't look a day over 92.
Now, see, I still look good, Andrew. I might be a little chunky, but I'm still pretty.
There you go.
That's why Larry and them guys were always jealous of me on Respect the Game TV, because I was the pretty one.
There you go. There's the reason the deer was stopping. They're just looking at you, saying, "Wow."
Absolutely. See, Larry was lucky when I was the pretty one. But you just don't know how long you got, And I treasure all my friends. I've got a million acquaintances from doing the TV show for 25 years and from doing the radio shows for 26, 27 years. I've got a million acquaintances, and I've got a lot of really good friends, and I treasure all of them. And it just really tugs at your heart. It really does. So anyway, 8 o'clock, we're going to talk in with Eric at Gas Bowstrings. We're going to tell you about some of the new stuff Gas has got out there. I started using gas bowstrings about a year and a half ago when I switched over to Gearhead Archery, and I love them. I will get into it at 8 o'clock, but I'll tell you why you really, if you are going to get a string or a cable replaced this year, Eric and I will try to explain why you should give gas a try. Give it some gas and pep that bow up and get you some gas bowstrings. I'm just telling you, you'll love them. Did we give a pair of tickets away?
We sure did.
Just one pair?
Just one pair so far.
Who won?
Rick.
Rick?
Yep.
Rick who?
Rick Sesker.
Rick! Oh, Ricky, you're going to regret that.
Well, he hasn't called in a while.
That's okay.
It was good to hear him. It was
yeah.
Like, man,
we love Rick.
I was wondering where Rick was for a bit there.
He enters the secret listener contest every week.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying he was probably going to regret that.
Well, I don't know. Deer Classic tickets, not a bad thing.
No, they're a good thing. I mean, everybody wants to go to the show.
I mean, you get the chance to go there, and it's like, man. See, I can only imagine how hard it must be, because I don't come out of there without buying something.
Yeah.
There's always something there.
Jeff says, if you're the pretty one, the other guys must be a mess. Well, I'm not saying they're not, Jeff. I'm just saying I'm the pretty one. I'm styling and profiling.
That's right.
When I walk into the woods, the squirrels stand up and give a salute, buddy. Woo! I'm just telling you. Well, when I walk into the turkey woods, they gobble in 3. Go!
Yeah.
They're so impressed.
All the birds are looking at you like Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah, that's right. I don't hooty hoo. I woo! Yeah. When I want them to shock gobble, I'm the 4-wheel drive riding, tree stand climbing, deer blind popping, bow maniac riding. Woo! It's been so long since I've seen Ric Flair. I can't remember how he used to do it. And I'm so like I said, I've been up since 2 in the morning, so I'm really not. I don't have enough coffee for me to do a good Ric Flair. But, Chris says his body feels 61. Let's see, Bill, Rick Seeker, no way. Not to, you didn't win the main secret listener, but I was going to do a second one, and I had a feeling you were probably going to have a good chance of winning that one. Roger, good morning. Dirk, good morning. Dirky Stark got me spit and drumming with that calling. Got me, there you go, Dirk. I appreciate that, Chris. Chris DeMont, woo!
So, yeah, I mean, how many Deer Classic tickets do we have left?
We got enough to do. I'm going to try to give a couple away each hour today. So 244-1350, 244-1350. If you know the phrase I was saying, give Andrew that phrase and he'll hook you up with some tickets. So
I sure do.
Careful, you're going to hurt yourself. I know. It doesn't take a lot to hurt myself, Jeff. Sounds about right. Yeah, I'm telling you, Rick. I'm just telling you. We had a fair amount of people enter the secret listener contest this week. Tony Sowers entered a whole bunch of times, and let's see, I can't remember everybody off. Here, let me see if I saved up. Sean, Brant, James, Scotty Mueller, Larry, Richard Young, Karen Greiman, Scuba Steve, Mike Simmons. Gene, Patrick O'Connor, I think, did. Let's see.
However you get it done, right?
I can't remember everybody. That's just going off some of my notes. So, let me see. I could tell you this way. Give you a couple more on here. 1947 Dale entered a bunch. Let's see. Chris Lewandowski out of PA entered a bunch. Let's see. I think I already said that. Said that. Tony Casey entered a few times. I had a lot of emails this week. Sorry about that. Tony already said. Rick Seeker entered a bunch of times. And so what I do is when you enter the secret listener contest, I always email you back and say got it, and I put you into the contest folder. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, for everybody that downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app on your phone, see it's right there. You just pop it open like that, and See how it's got that sign up there? It says what outdoors with Outdoors Dan. What's playing? Well,
Where it says message station.
if you send me a screenshot of that, if you email me that of a show that you're listening to, then I put you in a drawing, and then every Saturday I draw at least one winner just to say thank you. Good morning, Chris. I just said, Brant, good morning. How you doing, buddy? Dirk, YouTube. Oh, Dirk. I'll have to check it later, Dirk. I can't do that right now. Swinging by Kevin Blake Weldon. Good song about turkey hunting. Thank you, Dirk. I'll check that out. I love songs about turkey hunting. All right, I'm way over. Did you get another winner?
Yes, we got, and I hope I don't mess this name up. Jim has said you've messed his name up several times, so throwing you under the bus. Jim Fetkether.
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 Really?
Yes, you go Fet. I can't remember what.
All right,
I think
well,
you put a CH in there.
Okay, call Jeff real quick on the phone.
Jeff?
Yeah, call. Hey, I got to take a break, and we got to call Jeff back on the phone. We'll be right back on. Don't go nowhere. You're gonna like this. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
When it comes to graphic design, you
The
want
guy
to work
you
with
just said.
someone that can take your ideas and bring them to life. So when you need help
Well, don't
promoting
do
your
it yet.
business or special event,
Andrew,
it's not
don't
always
write
an
it down
easy
yet.
choice.
I don't know.
Have you heard about Boyd Creative Print Shop? They have over
Just
30 years
when we come back,
experience
call
in
him and you'll
helping
understand
customers
why.
like you put their ideas into action. Boyd Creative Print Shop can help with custom graphic design on screen.
Thank you, Chris. That is Upland Nation. That is a good show, isn't it? We got another one starting next week called The Woman Angler, which is really good too. We've added several new shows this year. I'm really happy with the programming on the Outdoor Call Radio. Everybody like my Rupert's Roost and Peace hat? First 10 people at the Iowa Deer Classic that buy a deer call or a grunt call, you're going to get one of these. How about that? At the booth. Get a call and a hat. Everybody likes that. That's where it's at. Get a hat. Do you like that? That's what I said. Rupert's hat.
Compass Carts offers a unique and durable system.
What was that? It was Bunny Bread, wasn't it? That's what I said. Bunny Bread. You guys remember that commercial? You remember Bunny Bread? Did they have Bunny Bread in Iowa?
Hitch options so you can use your ATV or your side-by-side as well. Compass Carts have great suspensions that hold up to big payloads, wheel options that can handle over 300-pound loads.
Been a rough, I'll tell you, man. I cried a lot yesterday. That was not good. That is a fine-looking Rupert. That is a fine-looking hat. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That patch on there.
Just load it on your Compass Cart, and you're on your way.
And then I got to call Andrew at Boy Creative because we're supposed to have some Outdoor Call shirts to do something with at the booth this year too. So we got a lot of stuff at the booth this year.
At American Family Life Insurance, we know that protecting your family's financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen. You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
Good morning, Mary. How do you like those Norlander socks?
Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast
Thank you,
approaching
Chris.
across this nation when it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring.
There you go, Jeff. Jeff said he worked for Bunny Bread. He was a good guy, Rick. Great guy.
Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms. He started building handcrafted calls in 2016 so he knew he could make the right call when it mattered. Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum on all of his pot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs to the sharpest cuts and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls offers handmade friction box and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the most seasoned turkey caller to make the right call when it counts. So this upcoming turkey season, try a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call and let that tom roost in peace.
Even though I didn't say the call.
You know how important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to
There you go, Mary.
Gearhead bows are made in the USA and feature models that are compact.
Thank you,
quiet,
Mary.
and
I appreciate
lightweight.
you doing that.
These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to check out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the game on the newest tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction.
What's everybody doing today? I know a lot of you going to the Harrisburg show.
Looking at ways to keep Gearhead bows quiet,
Home of Pennsylvania
deadly
boys.
accurate, and affordable.
Yes.
So when you're looking for your next hunting partner, head over to your nearest dealer like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, Iowa, or go online to www.
Deer Classic is March 7th through the 9th, Steve.
Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
Vanes are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. Flex Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night vanes are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than vanes out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex Fletch vanes also have the capability of reshaping or bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex Fletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, Flex Fletch has the vane for you. To see these great vanes and adhesives like Zing or Flex Bond to get a great seal on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or flexfletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader 1350.
You heard that? Dan would love to catch up with you here, and there is a reason why. Okay, we'll get you out of here.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope you're having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. Want to say hi to our friends out at Advanced Family Dentistry, Dr. Obi Kenobi Yagi. I just talked to Rick the mailman. I didn't talk to him. He posted he had a cracked tooth. I said, hey, you need to go see Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi.
Man,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say, what's your name? And
No, the mailman, no. No, I said you need to go over there to 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny or call them at 515-964-1490. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi will take great care of you. Also, Dr. Brandt, Stewart, Williams, and all the gang over there, they do a great job. They are your one-stop dental shop. You can check them out anytime at AnkenySmiles.com. So hopefully the mailman took my advice and he got delivered on some pain relief.
that was a good one.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you know, hey, nobody likes to be suffering through dental stuff, and Advanced Family Dentistry will take great care of you. And when he leaves there, hopefully they're going to say, may the floss be with you.
The force will be with you.
All right, let's head over to the phones and say hi to Jim. Jim, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Dan.
And how do you say your last name?
Fetkether.
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 And how do I mess it up? I say what? Fettiker?
You say Fetket, yeah.
Fettiker. So it's Fetkether.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try not to do that. I don't do that on purpose.
Come on. I know.
Yeah. Well, you got a decision to make because I was going to tell you I drew your name this morning for the Secret Listener Winner of the Week, and you would have won a Surf and Turf knife set from Weeby Knives, but I can't let you win both. So are you wanting the Deer Classic tickets or do you want the knife set?
Yes.
Well, you're going to have to make a decision.
Well, I tell you, I think I'll take the Deer Classic tickets.
Okay, I'm going to have to draw another winner for the Secret List. I'm not making that up. I'm going to show everybody on the live stream right now.
Look at that.
Jim,
I did see that.
Yeah, Jim Fetkether right there, Winterset, Iowa. I will. The good news is, you can in 30 days you can put in again for the Secret Listener contest.
Yep, I've been listening all week. I usually do.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, Jim. We need everybody like you to download the app. And how do you like the shows on the app?
They're interesting. I mean, it's they cover quite a bit of interesting stuff and informational.
Have you listened to Upland Nation yet, the newest one we put on?
Yes.
How'd you like that show?
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like listening to that.
There's some good shows on there, and we appreciate your support on that. And I'm gonna break precedent, Jim, and tell you that I'm gonna allow you to win not only the Deer Classic tickets, but I'm gonna give you the knife set too.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, now I
don't
can't
have to do that.
Well, I know I don't have to, but since I know you've been listening to the app since we launched 3 or 4 years ago, and that's separate from the radio station here. So, because technically you're only supposed to win every 30 days, but since I like Rick, I know Rick enters and stuff like that, and some other people, but I'm gonna go be honest with you. I think I already sent your info in, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to let you win both, but don't. From now on, try not to. If you're gonna call in, if you're in the secret listener contest, wait till I announce it before you call in.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, I'll remember that.
Hey, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm delighted.
Yeah. Have you ever ate at that little Mexican place on the square in Winterset?
Yes, I have.
Isn't that? Don't they have great food?
They do, and you don't go away hungry.
No, I was deer hunting and I met Larry and Ryan over there last fall. That's the first time I ate there. I can't remember the name of it, but what a nice restaurant, and the people were super nice, and I love that little town square in Winterset. That's really neat.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right, Jim, you'll get that. You should get that knife set in about 4 to 6 weeks. Okay.
Okay. Well, I sure appreciate that, and sure sorry to hear about losing the good people.
Well, that means a lot to me. Do me a favor. Go get 10 of your buddies to download the app for me.
I'll try and do that.
Thank you, Jim.
If I can find 10 buddies.
Well, there you go. You go down there you could go down there on the square and just get you a sign. Please help Outdoors Dan download his app.
Yeah, I could. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they'd listen to me, but
I'm just teasing you. I'll stop by and say hi at the Deer Classic.
Will do, Dan.
Thank you, buddy. Bye bye.
All right, take care.
There goes Jim. All right, I'm gonna give him both. Life's too short. I'm gonna go ahead and once in a while you got to do something different, right? Skippy Peterson doing taxes. Dave said he's doing taxes. I wish you had an outdoor. I wish you had an outdoor call radio booth at the Great American. Chris, I'm coming out to Pennsylvania in May to turkey hunt. I'd love to be at the Harrisburg show, but I can't. There's no way I could do 9 days at a show. I got too much stuff to do. But I wish I was there with you. Skippy Peterson, good morning, Skippy. Scotty Mueller, good morning. Brant taking the Chesapeake for a walk and retrieving work. There we go. Brant, Larry, congratulations, Larry said. Rick said same here. Good morning from Arizona. Good morning, Rick Johnson. Good to see you. Wow. Got a lot of people on there. So, all right. So we got a new show starting this week. It's called the Women Angler. And Angie does a great job. I talked with her a couple times, and if you love fishing, you're going to love that. She interviews a lot of the top female anglers in the country, and we need a little. I really would like to get a couple ladies on there, and just give everybody a different perspective, because it's nice to have a little It's nice to have a little, ladies and guys on there and that are out doing their thing, and I just think it makes the app even better. So, and she loves to fish, man. I look for two things. If you love to hunt and fish and you can tell a story, I want you on the app. So there you go. JLM has Federal and Winchester turkey loads in stock right now. If you are looking to go turkey hunting, buy your stuff now. Do not wait, because if you wait, a lot of that TSS and other turkey loads are going to be gone, and you're going to be sitting there going, "Oh, not good." All right, 7:34 and some change. I got to hit a break. I'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out fourtharrowcameraarms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Hop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny. That's where you'll find over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa-grown popcorn in the central Iowa area. You'll love the fresh pop flavors like caramel, caramel apple, kettle corn, jalapeno cheddar, cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find something for everyone at Lotta Pop in Ankeny. Arlie and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin, or gift package. Lotta Pop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Pop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Pop at 515-262-3243 or go online at lottapop.com. Lotta Pop, great tasting popcorn from Iowa since 1969.
Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan.
Hey Andrew! Does Mark sell gas bowstrings? Absolutely, Andrew. Mark can get you some gas bowstrings, buddy. And you're going to love them. Tell you more about that at 8 o'clock. Jerry! Forgot the PA turkey. We're going to meatballs for Sofornos. Those are good meatballs. Heck no, I want my turkey, Jerry. I got my butt kicked out there last year. It's the redemption tour. Them turkeys whipped my butt. Larry and Ryan didn't get one either, so I don't feel too bad. I wasn't the only one.
A great group of fellow veterans. Look up MoVet Outdoors on Facebook and send them a message. MoVet Outdoors has been working hard with vets every week to continue their great mission. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did.
How many pairs are we giving away?
One of the best adventures you can go on is a northern Minnesota black bear hunt. Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Have you ever been bear hunting? Well, let me tell you, when you go bear hunting, it's an experience where you might encounter not only just bears, but fishers, huge whitetails, wolves, and even maybe a moose. One of the best places I know to go on a bear hunt is Bear River Guide Service in northern Minnesota. Gary Peck has been helping hunters experience hard-pounding bear hunts now for well over 24 years. Gary knows northern Minnesota is some of the biggest bears in the country, and it's amazing how quiet they can sneak into your stand. One second, you're looking at a big bunch of ferns and trees. The next thing you know, there could be a 400-pound black bear getting your heart jumping a few beats. I've shot several big bears with Gary and his family over the years, and it's the one spot I go to bear hunt. So if you love hunting adventures and want a great challenge on a Bruiser over Bruiser,
yeah, I'm telling you, Jerry, them turkeys are tough out there. I don't think I even saw a turkey. I might have saw a couple of hens up on top there. I saw a deer out the Yang Yang, man. I saw more. I probably saw 100 different deer when I was out there. They got a lot of deer. They got a lot of turkey too. We went to the last part of the season. Never make that mistake in Pennsylvania, unless you're in a great spot where you can get them right off the roost. That drove me crazy. I want to hear a gobble. Yeah. They're gobbling big time right now, too. They're starting to gobble pretty good in the mornings.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Got the Iowa Deer Classic coming up March 7th through the 9th. And we got a lot of stuff to do at the booth this year. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. I'll tell you more about that in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm going to be giving away. We got the Great Goat Gearhead giveaway. I'll tell you that right now. If you buy a Gearhead boat March 1st through the 17th, or the 15th, I think I'm announcing the winner on the 17th. It's going to be a short contest, but if you get one at the Iowa Deer Classic through Archery Field and Sports, Skippy will be at the Deer Classic. We'll put you in a drawing for a wonderful antelope hunt out into Wyoming at Trophies Plus Outfitters. So it'll be your lodging, your food. Skippy Peterson, the owner of Gearhead, will personally guide you on this hunt. So Skippy guides out there every year. He knows where everything is. So you're going to have that. The only thing you're going to be responsible for is your travel to and from, and your tip and your tag. So everything else will be taken care of for you. So we'll draw the winner on that the 17th. So if we get 3 or 4 people to buy a bow, I'll be really happy. I'd love to get 10, but being realistic here, that's just the way it is. And we'll see if we can get some more people in the Gearhead family, and your odds of winning. And I'll throw an Outdoors Dan deal in there too to say thank you. But you could also buy them at Creek Archery. The only thing we ask is that the bow is paid for in full before I draw the winning name. So, and no refunds. You can't go back and return the bow. Yeah, got to shoot the bow, because once you buy a Gearhead, that'll be your last bow you buy. I'm telling you, we love them. Let's see, Andrew. Would it be worth for a set of arrows just for a deer or turkey? I never bow hunted turkey and interested. Andrew, that's a great question. I use the same setup I do for deer that I use for turkey, except for my broadheads. I use a different broadhead than I do. I'll use a 3-blade mechanical, or I'll use one that's for headshots. Other than that, I use the same arrows and fletching and all that other stuff. But you'll be fine. You don't need to go buy new arrows unless you need them. So, but you know what? Talk to Mark, and he'll kind of give you. I don't know what Mark's got in stock for broadheads right now. I got a guy that's supposed to be sending me these new ones for turkey season for me to try out, but I haven't got them yet. I'll talk about those when I get them. But just tell Mark, and he'll help you out, and you'll be on your way. All right, I'm just waiting for Andrew to get off the phone. He's over there having a 20-minute conversation again. This is why we run out of time, because I got to stall. Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. Good morning, Skippy.
Josh's outdoor day on a Saturday morning.
I know, it's crazy. So, hey, so we're giving away that hunt to Mike's and Esther's. I know I've shot two Pope and Young. I think Monty, the last one I shot. Now I didn't get him, but he moved on me, and he lived to fight another day. But he was a booner. What's the boon score on antelope again?
82.
82. This thing was Antelope Zilla, man. It was so big. That's why I called him Monty. He just ran everything out of the water hole when he came in. But am I exaggerating, Mike? They've got a great spot to hunt out there at Trophies Plus.
I mean, there's a lot of ranches out there that, Mike keeps good relationships with all the ranchers, and like some of the ranchers, they control a lot of ranchers control their hunting, but some of them keep the deer and stuff for their friends and stuff to come from the east and hunt out there. So, but it seems like the antelope is kind of an untapped resource, where it just seems like a lot of people don't really hunt them like they should. And Mike has all those ranches at his disposal. So typically try to target 4.5-year-old bucks, and it's just. That's the herd buck. That's the one that's doing all the chasing away of the satellite subordinates, and it's just a lot of fun to hunt them.
And if you whoever wins this, you're gonna take them, guiding them, and whether if they want to go spot and stalking, or if they want to go and sit on a water hole, you're gonna help them get a goat. And if you've never had antelope is wonderful to eat. It's actually Jenny's favorite wild game. She loves antelope.
Yeah, it is. It's the ultimate fast food. I mean, it really is. It's 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, they are the fastest land animal in North America. That's why he's saying they're fast food.
The OG of fast food.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I had somebody ask me about my Mossy Oak Pivot Carbon, and I said it will be at the Iowa Deer Classic, Skippy.
Yep. Oh my gosh, we're gonna put a big spotlight on it. Maybe we'll put it on a stand where it rotates. I got this one rotational stand. All needs electricity.
Oh yeah.
And it rotates. It rotates one revolution a minute. So you just sit there, and just kind of rotate.
Well, we can do that if you want to bring it. I'll have electric at the booth.
I'll make a stand for it where it actually you can slide it in and out so people can pick it up and touch it and feel it.
Don't do that. I don't want anybody grubbing my bow. That's my bow.
Oh.
That's going to be my deer hunting. I'm going to have my Pivot Carbon that I shot my buck and my turkey with last year. That's going to be my turkey bow, I think, and then my Mossy Oak one will be my whitetail bow and antelope or whatever I do this year. That's going to be my big game bow. I'm going to have 2 setups.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. That is an awesome idea, Dan.
Well, I appreciate that, and I can't wait to show it.
Dan Young Signature Series Gearhead Pivot 24.
Yeah. There you go. So you're going to be at the Deer Classic. I know everybody's going to be excited to see you.
I'm planning on it unless something traumatic happens in my life. I mean, all my ducks are lined up to be there, so I guess yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're not allowed to go anywhere or do anything until the Deer Classic's over. So.
Oh well, it's not that far away. I mean, like a month away. I think it's really,
I think we're 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be here before you know it. So.
I was telling Andrew about your big Super Bowl party tomorrow too, so he's getting all geared up for that. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we're allowed to say that word.
What, the Super Bowl party?
Yeah. 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 We always just call it the whatever. Yeah.
The Mahomes Bowl.
Yeah, the only game I'm worried about right now is between me and a couple Tom Turkeys right now. That's my game. Yeah. I'm dialed in on Big Toms right now, buddy. Yep, the old spit and drum. That's the only play Yeah, exactly.
Wait. I actually...
What?
Oh, gosh, here he comes.
It stinks getting old. It's hard to yelp with your voice. You know that?
What's that?
You did that with your voice, right?
I do. Yeah.
It's hard to do that as we get older. I can't believe. Can you believe I'm going to be 61 Monday? That's crazy.
I can't believe it too. You don't look a day over like 60.
Thank you. Yeah, it's. I tell you, it's. When you and I tell you, from the time you and I first met 20-something years ago to today, it's flown by, buddy. I'm just telling you.
It really is unbelievable. And you tell the younger generation, it's like, oh, hey, it's a fast ride, and everyone thinks you have all this time. And you get close to 60, it's like, oh my gosh, where did the last 10 years go? Gearhead's actually celebrating our 10th anniversary this year, and it's just like, oh my gosh. There's still people that don't even know about us. What the heck? You know?
Yep.
10 years.
Yep.
10 years flown by like that.
Get it. You're gonna have to get it in gear and go out there and shoot a gearhead because you're gonna once. I'm and I've said this now. I'm being transparent as I can. Skip is my bow partner on the shows, but I've known Skippy for. I bet you I've known you for what 25 years.
Between 25 and 30, I'm guessing. It's like 2000. Wait, it was 2000?
2019?
6, it's 2006. So it's, yeah.
Wow, what is that, Andrew? 2006 to 2025. What is that?
It's almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. He's a teacher. I was just trying to see what his skills are.
Oh, is he a mathematics teacher?
Oh, man, I wish.
Yeah, no, he teaches shoestrings.
Oh, yeah. You know how to tie them up again on chairs.
Make their little rabbit ears.
Yeah.
And you can wrap it around.
And stuff, you know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Important stuff.
I remember when you and I were out there chasing that whitetail and just all the fun we had out there. And, you made, in my humble opinion, one of the best camera arms ever made this camera. I was begging him, can I get one of those?
Yeah.
And I can't keep up with what I got. Oh, come on, Skip. Yeah. Can I get a friends and family discount? And
I remember our discussion because I was selling them for like $600.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money for a camera.
And that's back then.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, they were designed to hold like these 30-pound Betamax cameras. You know, the cameras that are made today, you look at like Fourth Arrow and stuff making their arms. I mean, the cameras, the weight on them have come down so much that it's easier to make, you know, smaller. Like, but I mean, the amount of material into these cameras and the support when you had your camera on there and the tree moved or you hit your arm, the camera didn't get a lot of shake to it. Everything stayed really steady.
Yeah, your camera arm did not move at all.
No, and actually, I had one field producer that told me that it saved his wife from falling out of the tree one time. She lost her balance, and the last thing she could grab was the camera arm, and the camera arm, you know, kept her in the tree. You know, that was, I don't know why she didn't have a support on or anything, but anyway, it's kind of like, huh. So yeah, but I remember our discussion was that you kept tempting me for, Skip, I need a camera arm. So I broke it down as like, Dan, what's my time worth? Okay, if I'm worth $10 an hour, this camera arm is $450. If my time is worth, you know, I had it all broken down, and finally you said, "Oh, forget about it. I don't need one."
Yeah, you know what? It worked out though, because I got one of the best friends in the world out of it. So.
Aw, well, thank you.
Yeah, Todd Rupert just chimed in and says, "Wait a minute, you were asking for discounts 20 years ago?"
Oh, yeah. Roop, let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, Discount Dan is what his name was back then. Was it Outdoor Dan? It was Discount Dan.
Hey, you don't make a lot of money doing radio and TV, buddy. I'm just telling you. I needed all the help. I needed all the help I could get. Hey, I got to run. I'm late, but Skippy, you're going to be at the Deer Classic. We'll have deals going on gearheads. And
I think the biggest deal is to buy a gearhead during that time slot, and you are in to win the Trophies Plus Antelope Hunt. I'm going to guess it's a $2,000 to $3,000 hunt. You know, you get to stay out at Mike's. You know, I'm going to be out there chasing goats. I mean, that one year during the gun season on that, I guided I think it was 11 successful goat hunts. You know, antelope hunts.
Yeah,
I was 100% on goats. I mean, and the main thing with goats is scouting. To be where the goats want to be.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time. Like, even up to Rogers, I'll talk really fast. The Montana hunt, I noticed there's a spot in the alfalfa field that the goats like to occupy more than the others. And I found out they weren't eating the alfalfa. They were eating morning glory vines. And I would actually watch them, and they would lift up their head, and they'd have all these vines hanging from their chin. So I put some ground blinds up there. And, you know, even though they're a little bit shy of ground blinds, they would get eating on these morning glory vines, and they keep their head down and just walk around. And the next thing you know, they're within 30 yards of these blinds that are right out in the middle of this alfalfa field. And that is well within the effective range of people shooting gearheads. I don't know about other bows, but it definitely is the effective range of gearheads. But anyway.
Hey, I got to go. I'm up against a hard. I'm up against. Hey, can we do a show special? If you buy a gearhead, you can get a set of gas bowstrings upgraded at no charge.
Well, yeah, I talked to Eric about that. Yeah, we can make all of that. And then, you know, we also got that deal, too. You buy a gearhead, I'll mow your lawn for the summer.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just saying, so you'll have a bunch of bows for people to shoot at Archery Field and Sports, and I'll have you.
I'm not bringing bows where they'll probably just take. Everyone's got such a different range. I mean, they'll get a bow, and I'll just get back to the factory. I'll deal with it when I get back to the factory because I don't know what to bring.
Okay. No, you're good. All right, tell everybody where they can find you.
GearheadArchery.com, or if you're in the Madison area, 6540 Ronald Reagan Avenue. Best president in the world.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, bye.
There he goes, Skippy P. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles.
Good morning, Jeff.
Depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get through the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for a confidential appointment.
It's starting to get warm in here.
515-225-4006 in West Des Moines, or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at New Life Counseling.
I don't know why it does that. You're in here for, it's freezing when you get in here.
Hey,
And
Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather or outdoor activity. Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks will wick away any moisture that you might encounter, plus work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be. Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks.
I got to program the radio. I got to get the radio app up for next week. I got to load all the shows today. We got that new show, so I got to figure out if I'm putting her on Thursdays. I don't know what to do. I should maybe put her on maybe Tuesdays, but that's all fishing.
That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Dan. I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I've came across in a while, Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? Go check out WeebyKnives.com.
I don't know. I'll announce it and I'll put it on our Facebook stuff this week, okay?
I have a Weeby knife in my tackle.
It'll probably be Tuesdays or Thursdays. Because Wednesdays I got a lot of programs on between Trap House and Gosh Darn Friends and then Keystone and Warden's Watch, Broken Knock.
History Channel Swamp People, and when I want a sharp knife, I'll reach for Weeby Knives. You heard me? Weeby Knives, wicked sharp, my baby.
Now that's a
I could put her on Monday.
WeebyKnives.com
Monday
and tell
would be
them
all right.
Outdoors Dan sent you.
Maybe
If you're
Monday.
heading up to northern Minnesota on your next fishing adventure, make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota.
Old Fred's Live Bait and Tackle. That's where I always get my Rainbow River mix.
Right on the way to Lake Winnie and all the lakes you will fish in northern Minnesota. Sean and his crew have the liveliest bait ready for you to use, including fatheads, rainbows, shiners, and their famous river mix. Their bait is delivered fresh every day. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle also carries everything you need to get you on the water and ready to fish, including the latest rods, reels, terminal tackle, and snacks for your trip. Fred's also has spearing decoys, big suckers perfect for spearing season in the winter. So on your next fishing trip to northern Minnesota, stop by Fred's Live Bait and Tackle in Deer River or Little Winnie Trading Post and ask them where are the fish biting. Sean and everyone at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle and Little Winnie Trading Post will get you on the fish fast.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is
Maybe
Mataya,
start doing
and
a
this
newsletter.
is Elsa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled spicy
Might start doing it. If you subscribe on the website,
the spice comes in at just
I got to
the
figure out how I can get all your emails, but I know they're there because you're a subscriber. I might start doing a monthly newsletter.
That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A grilled spicy deluxe sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
Artlist.io.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. I got 30 seconds to tell you Eric Greggs from Gas Bowstring is going to be up at 8 o'clock. I've got some more chances for you to win the Iowa Deer Classic tickets. And we got the fishing reports, and I got other stuff to tell you about when we come back. We'll see you here in a second. That was fun. Now I'm cold. What's the deal?
You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable, so when your bow is tuned, it stays that way. You need Gas Bow strings. They're stable, consistent, and reliable strings and cables that come with a 1-year warranty. Gas Bow strings, made in Clay City, Kentucky, and family operated. So next
Did
time
you feel that? Did you feel that? We must have a leak in the roof or something.
shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer or online at Gas Bow Strings.
Morning, Justin!
Hey, students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small private college.
1 pound Sacramento and 7 on the spear. There you go, buddy. Way to go. Got to go. Everyone have a good day. Larry, you have a great day, and you keep plugging on the secret listener, buddy. You're going to win. I predict you're going to win soon, buddy. Your chances, you've been doing it every week, bud. Just do it like 3 or 4 times in a week, and I bet you in the next 3 weeks you win.
So if you're looking to
Have a good day, bud.
and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that
I keep, every time I press those buttons, I do a random number generator, and I always hope Larry pops up. He's a nice guy.
ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship? If you like to shoot for the stars and push
Larry
yourself,
bought a Rupert's Roost and Peace grunt call last year. That's why I know who that is.
check them out at GVVikings.com.
We appreciate you when you take part in our contests.
Hey America, when you barbecue, cookies is the one. Lots of flavor,
Oh.
lots of goodness, thick
Nope.
and rich.
Why'd you write it down?
Don't know what I was writing.
When you barbecue, try cookies,
I want to make sure I don't call some random person.
barbecue sauce is the barbecue sauce America loves to eat.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
KRNT Des Moines.
That's not true, Justin. You just got to enter.
1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader.
I know how you feel though when I go to like turkey dinners or whatever. I never win.
Right?
Yeah.
Call me now.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We got everybody on the live stream, Imperial RV live stream. We had a lot of people on there that first hour. We appreciate everybody checking that out. And thanks to Denise and Zach for helping us stream the show every week right here on the Outdoor Call Radio live stream on Facebook page. So we appreciate that. We're going to be talking to Eric here from Gas Bowstrings here pretty quick. And we'll tell you all about some of the stuff going on there. I've got fishing reports to tell you about. And we got chances for you to win a pair of Iowa Deer Classic tickets before we get out of here today, which I am excited about because everybody's wanting to go to the big Iowa Deer Classic. So we'll see how that goes and go from there. I'm just checking something real quick here. Okay. All right. I'm good. All right. Let's head over to the phones. Going down to Kentucky and see our buddy Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Good morning. Doing good, Dan. How are you?
Man, you are busier than a dragonfly in a frog pond, buddy.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I hound you too much. I'm just trying to get you lined out on stuff, and I feel bad sometimes. I want to make sure you know I'm doing my job.
No, all good. That's the best way to do it. Persistence is the key.
Well, sometimes I feel bad. It's like he's going to hate me.
No, not at all.
I got to tell you, I want to thank you first of all. I love my Ghost Strings. I've been shooting gas now for a year and a half, I believe, almost 2 years, and with my gearheads, and I have zero peep rotation. I don't notice any cam stretch from the strings or cable stretching. All my cams stay in time, and my bow that setup, Eric, has got to be and you know, Eric, I was with Matthews for 18 years and TOG for 6 or 7, and great, nice companies. Good, they do some good stuff, but I'm just telling you, I've never had a bow perform better. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was absolutely some great bows you're shooting there as well, for sure.
Well, I mean, hey, you've been in the industry a long time. It's hard to find a bad bow anymore. I think some are better than others, but the bow is one thing, but the string and cables really help make that setup perform and operate at a high efficiency. And I don't know if a lot of people think about that. It's, you gotta have something in perfect harmony, and archery is consistency and frequency. If you want to be proficient in bow hunting or target shooting, it's got to be consistent, and you got to have that with frequency, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, repeatability, consistency, I mean, that is the key. And like you said, I think sometimes bowstrings are an afterthought. It's just not something that somebody, necessarily thinks of because, honestly, when they're doing their job, you shouldn't really have to think about them. But a lot of times you don't realize that some of the missteps you have and different things, that can actually come back to the bowstrings. They can, an improperly set up or tuned or whatever, set of strings on a bow, that definitely can yield a lot of problems that sometimes you don't even realize what the problems are.
Yeah, and listen, look, gosh, this is my 37th year bow hunting. I hate to say it, but I've been doing it for a little bit. But how many times have you get your bow set up, you get your brand new bow, you're so happy, you get it paper tuned, and then like a month later, 4 or 5 weeks later, depending on how much you shoot, you go back to the bow shop and you're not hitting, your arrows are not hitting behind your pin anymore, and you sit there and go, well, what's going on? And it's like, well, your bow's out of tune. Well, 9 times out of 10, and Eric, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think I'm okay. 9 times out of 10, you've got string or cable stretch, and that's what changes your bow tune.
Yeah, for sure. That's really it. There's not a lot of things that, everything's very. If you look at your bow, you look at your system. You have a machined aluminum riser. You have composite limbs. Everything's your cams are machined. There's a lot of things that just don't have area to move, right? The variable in that is your strings and cables. Those are synthetic fibers. They have some give to them. There's a lot more inconsistency potential, within the string system than there is anywhere else in the bow.
Yeah. You got to look at your bow as the engine, and the strings are your fuel, and that's why I always say, if you're going to shoot a bow, give it the gas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to make a T-shirt out of that, Eric.
Yes, I like it.
You can have it. I won't even charge you. Hey, let's talk about the new string and cable setup you guys introduced this year. As I'm hearing nothing but good things about this new string and cable.
Sure. Yeah. No. So we've been we've been traveling everywhere. We've hit. It's been pretty crazy. We went to Amsterdam, back before the first of the year, and then we've had ATA and NABA show in Vegas, NBS in Fort Worth, the Lancaster Classic. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up as well. Sports Inc. in Phoenix. Vegas again, Alabama. So we've been all over the place, and the one cool thing is that this has been, System X for us has been a buzz, everywhere we've been. Whether it's consumers or dealers or people coming up to ask about it, or people who've already had it and said, hey, listen, this is great. I've had a really good experience with this. This is phenomenal set of strings. It's been really rewarding, and I'm pretty excited about it. So, the whole thing with System X, we just, a couple years ago, we had this idea that we were still leaving some things on the table when it came to bowstring performance. And bowstrings is something that I've done. I've been building strings for over 30 years now. So if there's a way to tension it, twist it, build it, break it, serve it, you name it. I've seen a lot of that, and I've been able to really be fortunate enough to be able to work at kind of almost the fiber level on some things to kind of go this next kind of next steps here. But I challenge my guys. I have got an awesome team of young, driven, but but highly experienced folks that I'm very fortunate to work with. And I said to him, I was like, listen, here's some things that I'm thinking. I've got some theories. I think if we can do this, and this, that we can create, X. And so then I set him off on this mission, and we failed at first. We did some stuff, and it nothing was happening, and so we learned. We made some changes. We did some other things with materials. We did some stuff, and almost, last year at the beginning of the year, we were really, really close, and we thought about it, and I said, no, it's not. We're not there yet. It needs a little bit more work. So they went back and did some more work again. And, finally tested all the different materials, and we had it was kind of fortunate. I have a material patent, an actual patent on a material blend that I had developed several years ago, and I was fortunate enough after I had started gas and we were kind of up and rolling or whatever. I was able to purchase that patent back, and so we own that patent, and we tried a lot of different materials, but it happened to be the material that fell within this patent was what worked the best and got us the best performance, and which was kind of cool on a couple levels. One, when I did this patent and the design, and this was all based on theory stuff that I was seeing years ago between, I'm going to go really technical for a second, Dan, but I mean, there's differences in like the different grades of dynemas and homogeneous polyethylenes and how they work together, and some of the challenges you see with one material versus the other. But I had this theory that when you blended them together, that it would kind of create something special, and you would basically get the best of both and offset the drawbacks of both. And we hadn't really tested this until then, and the cool thing is that it actually worked exactly the way that I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
So that's personally rewarding for me, because I'm just sitting here on paper, sitting there looking at things, looking at numbers, data, and all this. I'm like, what if we did this? I think this might work, and it did. And so that's pretty cool. And and now we have a product. We have a product that, in most cases, we're able to, pick up a few feet per second, just by the string material alone and the process and everything else we're doing. But we did go back, and this is where I really want to, put credit where credit's due. Our guys, guys that work for me, Aaron Adams and Cody Hall. I mean, they did some amazing work in, just testing bows and going through the time and the process of moving speed knocks and, reducing serving locations and doing all this stuff to actually squeeze a little bit more out. So this goes further than just building a set of strings. Essentially what we've been able to do with a lot of the bows that we've been able to test and really, nail this stuff down, is we've been able to even increase the dynamic efficiency of these bows, through these strings. And that's, that's a pretty cool story. And, for that, like I said, I'm super excited about this product. It's been really good for us. I need to test, admittedly, I probably need to test some more of the newer gearhead bows and maybe be able to offer those on those. And just, we kind of limited the ones that we offered this on, we limited to the bows that we had that we could test. And, I think we ended up with a little over 150 models total, but, we're going to continue to add to that, but we ran out of time, because I wanted to be able to give the stamp that says, hey, listen, we built a set for that bow. We know the data. We know it works. And we're kind of, we're giving our seal, and stamp of, validity that we know that the results work on that particular model.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we went with that.
Well, no, that's important. I would encourage you to do the B30, the Pivot 24 carbon and 20 carbon, and then the Disruptor 24. To me, those are Skip's Premier 4 bows. And I'm seeing from people that are utilizing that System X, from everything I'm seeing online, Eric. I mean, I'm seeing people reporting 3 to 5 feet per second pickup by putting that string and cable system on. And I think that's awesome. I mean, hey, in the economy that we're in right now, you might not be able to go out and do $1,000 bow right now, but you can certainly pick up a string and cable. And this as well as I do. A lot of us out there in our bow hunting community, they don't pick up a bow until about a week or two before they start getting ready to go hunting. So it's nice to be able to put a system on there that it's going to stay in tune. You're not going to have any tuning difficulties once you get it set. I don't want to say set and forget it, but we should all ideally be trying to shoot our bow at least a couple times a week just to stay in form. But it's nice to have a string and cable combination that's going to give you the best performance out of that bow. And once you hang it back on the bow rack, you don't have to worry about anything getting out of whack. And to me, peace of mind's everything, Eric.
Yeah, for sure. It really is. And one of the things that we kind of missed in the beginning, we advertise this, and everybody really talks about this as a speed string.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in my opinion, so my personal take of this, right? Outside of, how we marketed this and the things that you see and the reviews you see on this stuff and everything else, yes, I feel like that is a benefit of this system. But for me, the true why on this is just how good the bow feels when you shoot it.
Yep.
That's the cool part for me, and that's where I think that resonates with the majority of the hunters and everything else. I mean, this is going to be a little bit quieter. This is going to have this very tight feel, but almost a softer feel, and that is, I think that's the biggest benefit. I think even more so over a few feet per second speed gain. The way that my bows feel when I switch out and put this on is just it's phenomenal. I mean, you have to be fairly in tune with your equipment and understand, maybe even take the stabilizers off and just compare like apples to apples when you're doing this. But you can feel that difference, and I think that's the coolest part of this, and one of the details that was probably missed when everybody's kind of talking about how fast they are and the speed and everything else. But
the older I get, the less speed where I worry about the speed aspect. I want something that's going to be quiet and forgiving, and I know that it's going to, when I put that pin, I know that arrow is going to hit behind my pin. And I try to shoot a couple times a day. When I'm in the office downstairs, I got about a 14, 15-yard shot, and I got targets set up down there just to shoot and keep my form going. And the quietness, dependability, I don't want any. Man, how many times have we been hunting out there, folks? And Eric, you're a hunter. How many times have we been out there and you freaking draw back? You got 5-6 seconds usually on a hunting opportunity. We hunt, we prepare, we train, we do all this stuff for months, and it all boils down to a few seconds. And you draw your bow back, and your freaking peep is not aligned. How many times has that happened to us? I mean, I can count on, I know at least 10 times over 30 years of hunting I've had that happen. And when you have a string that has zero rotation in it, once you get it set, when you go to anchor, your peep is going to be right there. And that to me, Eric, is more important than anything.
It's critical, yeah. Because I mean, if you can't see through it, you're done. And even if it just turns a little bit with some of these peeps now, with a larger peep size and stuff. I mean, if they rotate a little bit, that is going to potentially affect the accuracy.
Well, yeah, you're sitting there with your nose trying to turn the string and everything, so you can keep it full draw. I mean, come on, we've all been there. It's all happened to us all. And I'm glad to tell you I haven't had that issue in a couple years now, and I just really appreciate that more than anything. So, hey, Eric, I gotta hop on a hard break here real quick. Can you hold with me?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Okay, we'll be right back with Eric from Gas Bowstrings. Keep it here on 1350 ESPN.
You're heading out on your morning hunt well before season.
All right, we're going to be giving some tickets away here in a second. Don't go nowhere.
Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at walking in? Have you ever heard of Onyx? Onyx is one of the most important pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by game wardens all around the country as a valuable hunting tool. So, if you want to always know where you are and have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter, go download the Onyx Hunt app at your app store today.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own. By using changeable, flexible abrasive belts, The sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives,
and I know you're in the
including
factory
curved and
working a lot,
serrated
too.
knives,
That's, you know,
tonto
like I
blades,
said,
fillet knives,
yeah, I
gun
gotta
hooks,
ask you, because
axes,
if I
and
don't
even
ask him, I
kitchen
don't want him
knives.
thinking I'm
The
not
Work Sharp
asking
Knife and Tool Sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides
Now, well,
and
like
flexible
I said, I
abrasive
hope I'm
belts
with you
to
until
ensure the proper
I'm done.
20-degree angle every time.
Hey, we're going to be
Each Work
doing
Sharp
an
Knife and
antelope,
Tool Sharpener is
gearhead
assembled in the
antelope
USA
giveaway
by a
at the Deer
family-owned and
Classic.
operated
Am I
company.
okay to give away
Customer
if they
service
buy
is
a
always a call
gearhead at
away.
the show?
So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpeners or the Work Sharp Guided Field Sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt. We have recently expanded our store to better serve your needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns, and we'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
So I'll be able to cross-promote.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time...
Sorry about that. I had to talk to Eric off air.
Don't take that chance. Get Illimitic clothing from Game Hide. Illimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Illimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life
Had to
of
ask some questions.
no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible.
Thank you, Scotty.
Wearing Illimitic can help protect you from
Morning,
ticks,
Rick. Hope your
shingles,
tooth's
and other
better.
insects, and is featured in a complete
What's up, Mountain Man?
quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can
Anybody
solve
hungry?
that
I'm
issue
hungry.
right away.
Biscuits and gravy sounds really good right now.
Is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving
You know High Mountain Seasonings has a biscuit and gravy deal? They do. They got recipes. Go to High Mountain Seasonings and check it out. They got some pretty neat. They got a lot of great recipes on their website.
Or in the woods this year, please call the
I
folks
could
at
go for a big
Wyckoff
old
Heating
plate
and
of
Cooling
biscuits
for
and
any
gravy.
of your home or business heating and
I'm
cooling
hungry.
needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
You coming back? After this one.
We love our
Still on
pets
break,
and
isn't
want
it?
the best care for them when
Oh,
injuries
because
occur.
we missed the
Vezzer
break.
Care
We
offers
missed the break because I was yapping last hour. Sorry.
providing gentle yet effective relief. Their products promote healing and well-being, combining spruce resin and Finnish honey for powerful antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antifungal properties. This unique blend not only accelerates healing, but also supports your pet's skin's natural defenses with its low pH level, promoting a healthy skin barrier. Whether your pet has a cut, skin irritation, or needs protection from pests like flies and mosquitoes, Vezzer Care has a product to help. Their treatment cream and horse spray effectively repel these irritating insects. For exceptional pet care, explore Vezzer Care's full range of products and find them at your local veterinarian or online at VezzerCare.com. Give your beloved animals the natural care they deserve with Vezzer Care, ensuring their comfort and well-being. Find them at your local veterinarian or online at VezzerCare.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dana on 1350 ESPN. Thanks for checking us out online on the Outdoor Call Radio app Facebook page. Thanks for listening to the Outdoor Call Radio app and joining us here every Saturday morning on ESPN. Always appreciate you. My guest is Eric from Gas Bowstrings. We're talking a little bit about how to get a little bit more performance and dependability out of your setup. And Eric, we were just talking about the new string and cable system, that System X that they just launched, and I've heard nothing but good things about that. Now, during the break, I got an announcement to make. I had to go over and plead and beg, and Eric is such a good guy. You know, people in Kentucky are just super nice people, and the reason why, because they're just from the South. I asked him, I said, hey, if we're going to be doing a cross promotion with Skip at Gearhead at the Deer Classic, can we please, for the first 3 people that buy a Gearhead at the Deer Classic from Archery Field and Sports or Skip at GearheadArchery.com, can we give them a upgrade to Gas Bowstrings? He said, absolutely. So, Eric, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. That's going to be good. I think I'm shooting the Ghost strings and cables. I love how it looks on my carbon bow. I mean, that thing just pops, and between that and the dependability, and I've been telling folks for the last 2 years that is the quietest bow I've ever shot. And you said something before the last break, you know, that using a gas bowstring and cable is going to actually help quiet or reduce some noise in your bow. So part of that, I think you should go to you.
You're welcome.
So I mean, that just means a lot to me because I hunt turkeys like crazy. And I mean, when you got a quiet bow, they just don't know what happened. I mean, it's just going on, and if you miss, which I've been known to do once in a while, if I'm not spooking what I'm chasing, that's a good thing.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been known to miss a couple times.
Your turkey spidey senses must be tingling there. We're getting close.
I flipped the switch on turkeys January 2nd, buddy. I started putting turkey arrows together, and I'm hoping I get my 100th turkey with my bow this year.
Oh, wow.
We did Outdoors Traditions TV for 20 seasons, and I shot a bunch of turkeys with my bow because it was the most economical hunt, we could do in the budget. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be up in those numbers. But, Eric, as much as I love elk hunting and deer hunting and everything, there's just something special about getting out there on a spring morning and hearing that gobbling, and when they come in spitting and drumming, it just tears me up, buddy.
Sure. Yeah, it does a lot of people for sure. I know several, even our guys there at the factory. We've got a bunch of turkey hunting fools right there. Some of them hunt bow. I mean, some of them actually do traditional.
Yeah.
They'll hunt with recurve and whatnot. And then we've got our folks. They're all about just shooting them in the face. But I mean, they go nuts for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. Hey, we got a Lee from Missouri wants to know, he's got crossbows. Can he gas his crossbow up?
Absolutely. Yeah, we build a ton of crossbow strings. So every make and model from you name it. Basically any crossbow out there, we're building strings for them.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, have you test shot one of Skip's crossbows yet?
Yeah, I for sure have. It's been a few years, but had one of those several years ago.
Yeah, his crossbows do not. I always say crossbows are explosions waiting to happen, and you don't have to worry about that. I've never seen a finer crossbow build, and I'm not just saying that, folks. Those things are technical. Skip is one of the best engineers I've ever met, and we've been buddies for a long time, but. Man, I tell you what, Eric, I've been very impressed with his crossbow systems.
The triggers on them, I mean, he had I don't recall which, but he had an upgraded trigger on it, and it was the trigger on that was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, if I ever have to shoot a crossbow, that's where I'm going. So, well, listen, I knew this would go quick, and I just want to thank you for everything that you do for the shows, the networks, and. We're so honored. I've been running the gas logo on the show screen this morning, all morning, in honor of you guys. And thank you. And I'm just telling you right now, they've been so busy last year. Eric was actually stuck working in the factory because they had so many orders last year. And I'm just going to tell you, I think that's a moniker that you need to hang your hat on because that just shows you the demand. People want a good product on their bow or their crossbow, and you should take some pride in that.
Yeah, we're very appreciative of that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and Rob in Pennsylvania says he needs to get some strings and cables for his Gearhead P30, and he said Gearhead does make some amazing crossbows. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Hey, Eric, if people want more information about strings, cables, what links you have available, or your color options are awesome too. If you like to snazz your bow up a little bit, your string and cable color selections are awesome. I went with the Ghost Camouflage. I love that. But you, how can they find all that stuff out?
Sure. Yeah. So first and foremost, I'm gonna tell everybody to start with your local dealer. We've got a giant dealer network. Archery pro shops are the backbone of the industry. So your local dealer, good chance that they sell gas bowstrings, and they would have, the color cards and all that stuff. So give those guys your business if you can. And then, additionally, we have all our social media stuff. So, Facebook, / gas bowstrings, Instagram, gas.bowstrings, and then, of course, on our website, gasbowstrings.com.
Yeah, and they have the nicest customer service people in the business. They're so polite, and if you have any problems or questions, give them a call. They'll take great care of you down there. And Eric, again, we'll be talking about you at the Iowa Deer Classic. Thank you for doing the deal with Gearhead on that. And can we get you back this summer sometime, or are you going to be traveling?
I'll be. We'll fit it in. I'd love to come back. We'll make it happen. How about that?
I'll get you when IBO and ASA wind down. We'll try to get you back on the show, so I know you'll have a little more breathing room by then.
Sounds great.
All right, buddy. Thank you, and have a good spring. And let us know if you need anything, please.
All right. Likewise, Dan. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. There he goes, Eric from Gas Bowstrings. Fine feller right there. We're very honored to be partnered with them. I've got to go. I am late. We'll be back with Joe Smeltzer right here and the fishing reports and all that other fun stuff on 1350 ESPN.
If you're an angler, you know the importance of keeping your bait fresh, alive, and handy. Well, let's talk about a bait system that helps folks catch more fish and is made in Minnesota where they know fishing. The Bait Caddy is an amazing bait system that you can use for open water fishing or ice fishing that keeps your minnows, leeches, shiners, and bait fresh while you fish. The Bait Caddy has a clear UV-resistant housing that lets you see your bait at all times. Its large lid allows easy access to your bait and keeps it handy and flush in 8 to 10 inch ice holes. No loose parts, it's self-filling, then it floats. Plus, it's made not to crack, warp, or fade. The Bait Caddy will fit in your live well or troll easy alongside your boat, and it's made in the USA. The Bait Caddy has a lifetime warranty and will be a bait system your friends will want. For more information, please go online to www.baitcaddy.com. The Bait Caddy, easy access to your bait, made in Minnesota and keeps your bait fresh all day.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons. You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that bucks can't resist. Pure Whitetail is more than scents.
Morning, Richard.
A community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family and all
I'm going to put the Woman Angler Show on Mondays. I just made a decision.
Riding snowmobiles, trail trails or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide
We'll
you
have
not
that
only
starting
a great
Monday.
but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear, so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for
I'll check it
Itasca
out, Richard. Thank you.
millions of customers at most major and family-owned retailers. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. It will keep you on the move.
If you're into cooking wild game or grilling, you probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack sticks, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy-to-use kits that are used at home, including 3 new low-sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High Mountain has also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
Hi guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attractions
Just call him. The owner will answer the phone, Richard.
to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect.
Just go to gear@archery.com and the owner will answer.
Farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are,
And if he doesn't answer, it'll go to his voicemail and he will call you back, buddy.
beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh. Wherever your adventure takes you, Arctic Ice Packs.
Let's go.
Ice substitute.
Let's go. Wind it up. We're not talking about baseball. This is a hunting and fishing show. No baseball. The only time we talk baseball on this show is the Iowa Cubs. That's it. Iowa Cubs, yes. Yeah, well, Iowa Cubs we'll talk about, but I don't hear no Cubby talk. You're welcome, Richard.
Try the Chill and Brew Packs. It'll keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as
I didn't have no
possible,
Cocoa Puffs today. I'm hungry.
go check out Arctic Ice Packs today. You can find models of Arctic Ice Packs at Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan.
It's 8:36 already. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hang on, we're going to be giving some tickets away. Let's go talk to Joe Smeltzer at the wonderful Carl Chevrolet on Oro Labor Road. What are you doing there, Smoke?
Well, I was having a wonderful conversation with Andrew.
Andrew's not supposed to be having wonderful conversations. Andrew's supposed to be running the boards, calling the guests. Hi,
multitasker.
Huh?
Multitasker.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's called multitasking,
Yeah,
Dan.
Outdoors Dan Show. This is Andrew. Oh, we'll put you on hold. Dan will be right with you. That's the whole content of his conversations.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing more.
No, he's got work to do.
He was doing work. He got me on the show, right?
I did my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called, and I was first in line. So
I heard pitchers and catchers. That's what I was hearing. That had nothing to do with my work. So.
Baseball players like to hunt and fish too, Dan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as long as they're Iowa Cubs, then it's fine. I'll be honest with you.
That play baseball that own ground in Iowa.
Do you really?
I think there's
There actually is like several, but we don't talk about them because they never.
Really?
Andrew Rocks, Skippy Peterson, Andrew.
Yeah,
Rocks.
Andrew Rocks. Listen to him.
Hey, Skip. Eric said he's going to give the first 3 people that buy a bow at the Deer Classic, from Mark or you or whatever. They're going to get a upgrade to gas bowstrings at no charge. So whoever buys the bows, We just, hey Hoyt, how you doing, buddy? We just need to send Eric the specs, and he'll get the strings to you at Gearhead. So there you go. How about that, Joe? You know, can we give away a truck this year? We've been asking you for like 20 years. Can you do an S10 or something?
Last year. You missed it, Dan. You missed it.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I got.
So is next time.
Yeah, Joe's got Deer Classic tickets too, I think.
I do?
Are you out? You already out?
Almost.
Are you? Okay. All right.
You didn't give me enough.
Well, I gave you a bunch. Yeah. You know, came over there to say hi.
I know. And did you get your truck washed yesterday?
I did get my truck washed, and I had to go to the collision center because I actually backed in and hit my wife's car the other day.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I did. I don't know how. You know, here's the problem. My truck that I got, it doesn't have the back sensors. It's got the cameras, but the truck I had before that the engine blew, it had backup sensors. So like it'd beep.
Like a dig at me, wasn't it, Andrew?
Do what?
Exactly.
Do what?
Hey, it's all good.
I'm just telling you.
It's
I will
all
never
good.
buy another truck that doesn't have backup sensors because I'm so used to them. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna.
You forgot how to back up?
I'm relying on technology. You know, I like having that. Hey, dummy. Look. You know, I like having that little alarm in the back. You know, and I'm sorry. And actually, Jenny was. You know, my birthday's.
You need some new glasses too, so you can see your cameras.
Do what?
You need some new glasses as well, so you can see your cameras.
Well, I had an idiot driving in front. We live on the corner, folks, and these people speed up and down the street, and they zip into our. They zip into our. I'm the first house on the corner, so when I'm backing up, a lot of these I shouldn't call them idiots. Yeah, I should. Yeah, they're doing 55. They're doing 55 and a 30. Okay, and they fly into They fly onto our street. And it's like I've got to watch in front of me where under normal circumstances I could look in front of me and then just kind of worry about where I'm backing up. Well, this car was coming in and it's my fault. I did it. And I just want to thank my beautiful wife for being understanding and not killing me because this is the second time I've hit her car.
What? Second time?
Well, the first time I backed up my trailer and hit it. But I pay for it. I got to pay the deductible and everything. And
you just need to park on the street.
Yeah. So Katie, my daughter-in-law, said that she told her mom that I just need to get a smaller truck. Yeah.
You just need to get a driver is what you need. Just have somebody else drive.
Yes.
Hey, if I had your money, I'd have a chauffeur.
So that's because I don't have a chauffeur?
Yeah.
I know. He's grasping at straws.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. So anyway, the next vehicle I buy, put this on my folder. I do not sell Dan anything that does not have a backup system,
All right,
alarm
we'll
system.
trade the bug shield for sensors.
There you go.
No,
you go.
I will always I will get a bug shield from you until the day I die. That's my deal breaker.
That's your deal breaker.
Yeah, but anyway, don't let me do that again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, can we?
And it really bothers me because I felt something. I'm going, what the heck was that? And I look behind me and
You couldn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. And then I got to the archery shop and I went and looked around my truck and I was like, well, I don't see anything. And then I said, oh, wait a minute, my rock guards, the one bar's bent. I go, well, did I hit the curb? And then I went back home and I looked at Jenny's car and I didn't see anything. And then when I went and washed my truck and I got home, I saw scratches on that side. I said, well, you idiot, you hit. And I went and looked at Jenny's car real quick and I said, oh, I'm dead, man. Yep.
Yep.
Joe, did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
He was intently listening.
Yeah, but I just appreciate my wife
I'm just
being
taking notes, of what things to do.
I just appreciate my wife being an understanding woman.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, what's going on at the Rock? You guys got big deals going on?
We do. We got some really good rebates. Some half-ton pickups got up to $57.50 in just rebates. So the rebates they weren't supposed to come out new incentives this month.
Yeah.
But they did. They brought them out here, I think on Tuesday is when they brought out with the new incentives. So Inventory is doing a little bit better. We're starting to get more because we went through kind of a slow phase of getting inventory because the plants were shut down for just a little bit during the holidays and stuff like that. So inventory is starting to come back up, and things are keeping busy. So
All right.
rebates are good, and inventory's doing good.
And the Costco thing's still going on because I got an alert the other day.
It is.
I think so. Did
Are
they
you
take?
reading all the emails?
I got an alert last week. It said the Costco auto program was on. Is that not for Chevy?
That is not for Chevy.
No, that must be a Costco thing then.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. Where can they find you?
I'll be here all day, 1101 Southeast or Labor at the Rock.
And if you buy a vehicle from Joe, make sure it has the backup alarm system on it.
But only the one that goes, hey dummy, hey dummy,
Hey dummy, hey dummy, hey dummy. Yeah.
Or just have it say Dan.
Hey, either one's acceptable to me. That's fine. Thanks, Joe.
All right, guys, have a great one.
All right.
great one, yeah.
See you after a while. There he goes, Joe Smeltzer. Go get a vehicle. He'll take great care of you. All right, I got to take a break. We'll take the first two callers. Iowa Deer Classic tickets. What's the phrase, Andrew?
I just say, hey.
No, that's not the
come
phrase.
on,
What
let
was
him
the
say
phrase?
hey.
What was the phrase, Andrew? Yeah, if you can't remember, how do you expect them to remember?
I'm going to ask you.
I don't remember. Here's a new phrase for the second hour. Dan, don't hit your wife's truck or car. Dan, don't hit your wife's car. There you go. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how
Morning, Ken.
unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery.
That's right. Come on.
Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in
Gotta love
Osceola.
it.
They're
Good
located at
morning. Can I get your
1400
name
West
real quick?
Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment. Hey, are you in the
Pennsylvania, Kansas, Iowa, maybe Missouri. Steve, that's where I'm going turkey hunting.
Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry
Thank you, Ken.
fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers.
Aaron, I use a Jake Strutter and either a breeding hen or an alert hen, depending on how late in the season it is. But that's usually my two or. If I use three, it's a breeding hen, and an alert hen, and a strutter. That's usually my turkey decoy setup.
27 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-2124 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one
Get them?
place in Ankeny
Both
that's
winners?
your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water. Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat gear are also on hand to help you find more fish when you go wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices that will make sure you are outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling, you can also go shop 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time
I'm telling you, Hoyt, I need to have gates or something, buddy. Those people are nuts.
Warehouse in Ankeny.
Our dogs
And they have no manners.
and we want to protect them at all times. Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a
They'll
traditional
just flat out run over. Everybody's time's more important than everybody else's.
Chris Poltra is the owner of of the Pet Stop franchise.
I think we should have lasers or whatever on our front of our vehicles, so we could just take care of it ourselves.
Not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be
shoot the
set up to
tires
keep your
out.
pet out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your property open and easy.
Can you imagine if we ever have flying cars, what's going to happen? There's going to be people, there's going to be stuff falling on people's houses left and right because people, they'll be on their phones trying to use their flying car.
Protect your buddy and keep your home looking great. Call 515.
I did see one the other day. It looked pretty cool. I don't even know what it said. It had like an hour battery life going. But wouldn't that be cool to just get in your flying car? It's like a big drone.
Fishing is something we look
It
forward
looked
to
pretty
all
cool.
week.
I'd
We
love
all
to
want
fly
to be
one.
better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better.
I
And
could have
give
some fun
superb
with that.
casting performance.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
when
Oh, yeah.
it comes to
This is-
sensitivity and longer casts, Trica
Yeah.
has people
Yeah,
talking.
when we see
Trica
you,
rods
when
are
we go.
scientifically proven to be more sensitive
No,
with
I'd be taking water balloons with me.
as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands. Trica casting performance will give you up to
Yep.
26% longer cast to keep your bait in the strike
I
zone.
always thought, remember Johnny Quest, how they had the jetpacks that were quiet, they didn't make any noise? Wouldn't that be cool to have a jetpack where you could go jet right into your tree stand? Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm just telling you. That would be, I mean, you just, right, quiet right in your stand.
You could be a millionaire.
I'm just telling you.
Anglers talking. Go check out Trica Rods.
Yeah, I miss the 60s cartoons.
TRIKA.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, fishing report brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, the Bait Caddy, Trica Fishing, Fred's Live Bait, and Deer River, and Little Winnie Trading Post up by Lake Winnie. That's right. Go check them out. Fishing report. There's fish in the lakes. It's okay. Go fish. I don't have time to do the whole reports this week. There you go. There's your fishing report for the week. Go fish. I can't help it. I've been yapping too long today. Rainbow trout's still good. Walleyes are good. Gills are good. Bass are good. Crappies are good. There, I did the whole thing. All right, so the Deer Classic is coming up. We got the great goat gearhead giveaway. If you buy a gearhead bow from your dealer like Archery Field and Sports, Creek Archery, or at gearheadarchery.com, March 1st through the 15th, you're going to be in for a free antelope hunt at Trophies Plus Outfitters in Montana and Wyoming. Skip is even going to be your guide. The owner of Gearhead is going to be your personal guide for the week. I will announce the winner March 22nd. So there you go. All right, now I was going to do a Kansas whitetail hunt with Triple H. Since Dan Hanna passed away, I was going to do this a certain way, but I got to figure out something. I was trying to think of something we could do to help the Hanna family out. I'm going to work on this week. I was going to have it where at the Iowa Deer Classic, if you came by the booth, downloaded the app, if you went over to Weeby Knives, if you bought a knife, or if you went to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls right next to me and bought a turkey call or a deer call, you were in the drawing. I got to figure out if I'm going to be able to do something that's going to help the Hanna family or not. And if I can, I'm going to do something else. But I am going to, one way or another, we're going to give away a Kansas whitetail hunt for 2026. If you're going to try to win this hunt, I would encourage you to go ahead and put in for a preference point this year. That way, if you are the winner, you're going to automatically draw in 26, and you'll be there with me, God willing, so I can bug you for the whole week. Okay, but I'll let you know. I'm going to need to work on this because I didn't expect to get the news about Danny Hanna passing away yesterday. The Rupert's Roost and Peace contest. We're going to be giving away some Dave Smith turkey decoys. If you buy a call from Todd Rupert, a box call, a slate call, pot call, the first 10 people are gonna get this hat that I'm wearing. Well, not my hat. You're gonna get one brand new, just like it, and you're also gonna be entered in that package. I've got a backpack from Fourth Arrow, and I believe Game Hide is throwing in a turkey vest. So whoever wins that is going to be very, very happy. Okay, so. Those are the things that I know we're doing. Arctic Ice is supposed to be sending me some blaze orange Arctic Ice bricks, And we're going to give those away at the booth as well. We got a lot to do at the Iowa Deer Classic. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there you go. Okay, I got all that in. How about that, Andrew? I was fretting on time.
Well, hot dog.
Yeah. We got all our breaks in, right?
Hot dog.
Yeah, okay. All right. I got one more pair of tickets. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can call Andrew right now. And 244-1350, 244-1350. And you're going to get the last set of tickets for the Iowa Deer Classic for the show. So how about I talked to my buddy Davey Jones, Jones Brothers Taxidermy, the other day. He's doing okay with his chemo. Things are, I think his levels are looking pretty good. So everybody keep praying for Dave Jones. We want Dave to be around for a long. I can't take losing any more of my buddies, folks. Everybody pray for Dave as much as you can. This is really starting to weigh on me a little bit. Anyway, all right. Love you, Dave. All right, let's see. Jones Brothers Taxidermy, I just told you. Herman's Fine Jewelers. I got a chance to go see Donna and Dustin and Frank and everybody over at Herman's. They are waiting for you. Valentine's Day is coming up quick. If you need a last-minute gift, go see the fine folks over at Herman's at 2900 University in West Des Moines. They can do custom stuff. You probably ain't going to be able to get custom stuff done for Valentine's Day, but they've got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. They got diamonds for every budget. Go get your loved one something special. Make a memory. Make it Herman's, and I promise you they'll take great care of you. And if you got stuff that you just don't wear anymore or laying around, you need some extra cash, go there. You're going to get more for your money than you will anybody else in town. Herman's Fine Jewelers. They've been helping folks for almost 50 years. That's why they've been around. That's why they're Herman's. That's why I go there. Herman's Fine Jewelers, everybody. All right. I think we got the last of the Deer Classic tickets going on. Melissa Bachman is going to be one of the speakers. Love my gas strings. Everyone I've told about them ended up adding them to their bow. David said, David, thank you for that. You're welcome, Dave. Love you, buddy. Gas bow strings are awesome. Listen, I don't promote it unless it's a great product. So I'm very, very honored to have the partners that we do here on the show. So Turkey Talk Radio will be on Wednesday at 5. I don't remember who I have on Wednesday, but we had Jim Coffey on. We had Philip Vanderpool. If you missed this last Wednesday's show, go listen to that show. Philip and I had some good turkey tips for you. You can find that on the Outdoor Call Radio YouTube page, and you can listen to, or you can. It'll be on next weekend on the Outdoor Call Radio app on Saturday and Sunday. Andrew usually runs those during the weekend. So
Unfortunately, not.
Yep.
They've had some things happen to the radio station that.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but I was going to ask him something, but that's all right. He's yapping. All right, listen. Let us know what's going on, and we'll take care of you as far as you got something for the activities going on. We're starting to get into banquet season. A lot of folks are getting ready for their Turkey Elk Foundation banquets. So there's something to do. We got the Deer Classic coming up, and it's time to plan your turkey hunts. The turkeys are gobbling already. How about that? Yeah, they're singing. So get out there if you want to get some good recordings. Now's a great time to go out there and do some scouting. And if you get out there early enough, you can actually get some decent recordings of them gobbling on the roost because there's no foliage on the trees, which really makes a good time to get out there and get some MP3s going. So there you go. All right, that's good. Andrew, I talked to Andrew Quillen at the Iowa Cubs. We're going to be doing an outdoor day at the iCubs again. I believe it's going to be at the end of May. So we'll be down at the Principal Park, and we're going to have a grizzly cooler to give away, a trike of walleye fishing rod to give away, and an outdoors dam pack to give away, just for coming out and say hi to us.
Yeah.
I love doing that, and I know you do because you get to do the first pitch and the hot dog gun and all that.
Oh, it's always a hot dog gun. If I don't get the hot dog gun this year, I'm going to be
I let Andrew do that stuff. I just sit there at the booth and talk to everybody. All right, we're out of here. You guys be good. God bless you. Have a good time at the game, watching the game tomorrow. Go Chiefs. And until next time, we'll see you right here on the Outdoor Call Radio. Bye! Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. I will see you on Wednesday, hopefully. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, have a great weekend and have a nice Saturday. Bye, everybody.
Archery field.